way down the court and finish at the rim for a layup. Bad defense.
Brown, 6'8", 230. Out of Port Richey, Florida. Number 5, Sheldon Cooley, 6'3", 190-pound senior in for ETSU. Lamb went right by Cooley. And Doron Lamb making... Nice two-man game between Jones and Doron Lamb.
Gets it to his teammate. He gives it right back. The defense shifts over to him, so he makes a simple pass. And Doron Lamb, like I said, I like him coming in off the bench, giving some scoring boost to the offense. The ways Kentucky's been shooting, you would think they might just match up. And I try to make those big guys try to beat you.
Lamb. Smith has it blocked by Harrelson. Nice lead pass from Jones to Lamb. 12 of 20 shooting will take you out of his zone every time. Lamb with a runner. Man out front, but that ball was not going anywhere but up. Lamb. Nice job in transition.
It's asking an awful lot of your team.
Well, 4 games into the season, as Doron Lamb knocks out,
Obviously here with high school basketball.
Jared Stoll finally gets his first bucket. Lamb answers with the 3. There's the challenge of playing a deep and talented Kentucky. Waterford, wild left-hander, and now a run-out chance. Doron Lamb.
And thoughts with their strong non-conference wins, they could maybe make the NCAA tournament.
Triple goes down for Doron Lamb. Lamb, the freshman from college basketball. That's why Kentucky is appealing that ruling by the NCAA, saying he is permanently ineligible.
Carter, I think at the end of the day, he will still be permanently ineligible at Kentucky. It's not a matter of how much money he received or what the family says it went to.
First dadgum of the EA Sports Mountain Invitational from Jimmy Dykes. Doron Lamb. How about the Calipari?
He knows the day he was hired to hang championship banners. And I'm not talking about SEC East championship banners. It's about national titles.
When it happens to you, it does hurt, though. Sure.
That's what Lorenzo Romar said. You know, he understood that Jones is just having a very tough time making up his mind.
Under a minute to go in the first half. Bodies flying, and Lamb gets it to roll in. Has it back from Jones. Lamb for 3. Boy, pretty good on the pick and pop. Lamb the floater, gets the soft bounce. Kentucky's...
We see Kentucky still not sure what they're trying to get into. Doron Lamb, the lineup for Liggins, comes right in scoring. Good boosting off the bench.
Jones can't find any room against Morris. And that's a tough runner by Doron Lamb. Harrelson as he gets the block.
Cat's doing a real good job defensively, holding those hands straight up.
Nice decision by DeAndre Liggins. He left it for Doron Lamb, and he put it in easily. And Knight picking up the pace. Tough runner, and Lamb gets it to go.
That was a tough shot because it looks like he may even got fouled with the body. Lamb was the one who was catching some of the coach's grief about not being intense and focused on. But today in game time, he's come out ready to play and score. Nice little loft there to get it over the deep.
Knight. There's Lamb.
You see, that time Brandon Knight didn't take the ball in too deep. He gave it up.
And he was working on that jump shot right there.
Well, he knows those are the kinds of shots he has to make, and he'll get them in the flow of Carolina's offense.
Wildcats, 5 of 13 from the field, 39%. Liggins, baseline, Lamb, gathers himself. Nice shot.
He's giving him a nice boost off the bench.
Lamb, baseline runner, and bakes it in.
He's showing us everything.
Had it knocked away. Lamb again, poked away, gets it back to the rack. Uh-oh.
Showtime. Really no backcourt in that kind of situation. You can go all the way to the backcourt to get the ball on a baseline pass.
So Jones, Bullock back in the game, knocked away, stolen by Liggins. Not a good pass by Marshall. Down low, Lamb up and in. Head up by Liggins. Knight. Lamb. Three-pointer. And it's good.
Games and Big East play.
Right after Christmas. Merry Christmas, Coach.
Lamb on a jumper.
Good drill.
Here's 20. Baseline jumper, and he got it.
Got to find him. You have to shade him. Not only on the three-point line, but anywhere the kid can.
Indiana, he's a sophomore, had the fractured kneecap last year, ended his season. Doron Lamb lines up the three.
He's a big-time shooter out of Oak. This good elevation. Tell you, talk about passionate fans. These are the most passionate fans. Listen to them. They love their Cavs. I think they're the most passionate fans in all the sport.
Finish, but saved in a fresh 35 for the Wildcats. Corner three for Doron Lamb.
Tell you what, they get excited when Lamb touches the rock. They did it against Notre Dame. Held them 18 points in the second half.
Lamb.
Kentucky really taking the game over.
Against Indiana as the run continues.
Let's get that depth in the front line.
Lamb on the bounce.
Both teams in the dribble drive offense.
Kick out from Knight to Lamb. And he rattles it in. Lamb with a penetration. That's a pretty move. Andy Katz goes behind the scenes with former UK assistant Billy Donovan. And he went straight back to the locker room. And Doron Lamb checks in for him and hits the three.
The fact that he got up quickly and was able to get over to the bench, but we just don't have anything yet from the locker room.
Thank you, Rob. What a pretty move right that time. Lamb. Kid comes off the bench unexpected. Lamb pulls up for another three. Miller, nice cross-court look to Lamb. 5 on 5 for Doron Lamb.
And again, that rails are wide open.
Yeah, he did. Didn't want to take a chance. Here's Lamb. Fittingly enough.
What's going on out there? Maybe get a little better feel, get back in the game, and see if he can perform better. Nice 2-on-1 break. Been very impressed with the Cats' unselfish play this game so far. He really didn't want.
Lamb on the crossover, draws the contact, and gets it to go.
He really made that play a lot of play. I mean, he gets a little shove in the back here and still maintains his balance, and a nice kiss off the glass, little soft touch. Gamble gave a nice little shove.
The first half, as Kyle mentioned, it got under 10 at 9 before Kentucky put together a 10-0 run.
In Lockport, Kentucky comes up with it on the break now.
Lamb! And he gives a 3 sign. Hands, I can tell you that. Liggins looks for him, and there it is! The winningest program in college basketball. And now Doron Lamb has the freshman scoring record, 32 points this afternoon against Winthrop.
The rebounding of this Kentucky team. Jones with a big block. Here comes Doron Lamb back the other way. Lamb with the field goal. Jones has been quiet tonight for Kentucky as Lamb knocks down the jumper. That's a 2-pointer. Boy, the Coppin State guards are just 2 out of 15 from the field as Doron Lamb. You can count the basket and you'll have a free throw coming up. Coppin State can't buy a basket right now. Kentucky with a nice running of the break that time. A good pass inside. I'll tell you what, most of what Lamb gets the start in the second half and buries the 3. Steps inside the arc. Nice ball movement. Lamb converts. Hey, that's about as pretty as it gets. Terrific play down inside by Williams. Kentucky comes right back. Lamb, another layup.
Yeah, he plays like a guy who understands what he's doing and what he's trying to get done at all times.
Now Lamb the other way, down the lane. And the tip up and in. He gets it to fall.
You need the three-point shots to start falling, and you need points off your defense if you're Louisville.
Lamb buries a triple. And Kentucky.
From a 16-point hold, you've got to get some easy scores.
Backdoor Lamb from Jones lays it in. Kentucky's.
Miller down low. Lamb backdoor gets it and the foul.
They have not had success against Penn's half-court defense. Nice job by Lamb underneath with the finish. Takes the
as well for the Quakers. Lamb jumper, got it.
That's a nice two-man game there by Jones and Lamb. Jones recognizing
Magical little moment that they can build on that we saw in the first half. Lamb, the floater, pretty stuff.
Oh, their defense
Helps, don't get me wrong. Lead down to 10. Make it 13. Done for the Quakers. Timeout.
matchup every night, so that's what Coach Calipari is trying to squeeze out of him.
Coach Cal gave us
a decision upheld. More on that later.
Doron Lamb makes the first bucket of the game for Kentucky. The freshman director Mitch Barnhart and President Todd saying he was puzzled and confused by the decision from the NCAA, where he is a board member.
Well, and I think
Kentucky responded with back-to-back threes. This is the largest lead since that 7-0 run. But Doron Lamb, Miller bothered by Tompkins, but Knight there to recover, finds it cutting. Lamb finger roll. Back to a 4-point game. When Jones picked up his second. Lamb transition three. Wow. Hit that over the outstretched arm of Trey Tompkins. I thought and here is the dribble drive motion offense. There's Doron Lamb, 15 in the game for the sixth man for the Lamb in the paint. Even at 53.
Boy, Doron Lamb.
Auburn is clearly a work in progress. They've done some great job on the recruiting scene as Lamb buries that. Nice vision and a skip ball. Lamb from three. Dagger.
You're not going to win this game 1 against 5.
Lamb lays it in. Biggest lead of the game.
Doron Lamb right here really working. He pushes his man down and then is able to get a full head of steam in transition. If you're Chubbs, you got to.
Harrelson skips it. Great pass to Lamb. Doron Lamb knocks down his first triple off the great look from Brandon Knight. Green can't get the easy follow. So Liggins finds Lamb in transition. And one. Count it. And the foul will send Doron Lamb to the...
With his head up, recognizes he can get to the rim. There's contact, but his concentration.
The junior from Woodland Hills, California. He has 10.6 rebounds now, but Doron Lamb answers with a 2.
Fans were looking for a double dribble, don't get the call. Now in the corner, the three is good for Doron Lamb. Off the backside. Here's Liggins. Cross courts it to Lamb. He'll try another three. Got it.
A lot of confidence when they see the ball go through the net.
And a shot clock violation had Jones not intercepted it. He gets it ahead to Lamb for the easy layup. Nice look by Terrence Jones on the assist. Knight on the drive. The kick out to Lamb inside the three-point line. And he's the leading scorer for Kentucky. Lamb gave up a three, lays it up and got it. That's his first basket of the second half. He leads Kentucky with 14 around a pick. Lamb gets a screen right back from him and lays it up and in.
Dribble drive to perfection. Both sides of the floor, clean two-point look.
And now Jones and Lamb run together, and Lamb with a layup.
They're not scrambling Kentucky at all. Kentucky's scrambling right now in the rankings, and a Texas A&M team that's overvalued in the rankings. Look at this guy.
Yeah. He can really shoot it from three. Fight it just like he fought it 3 years ago. Buddy, hang in there. We're with you. Lamb on the outside for three.
Well, it's a gamble right now. Mark Fox knows it's a matter of time.
Lamb got an open 15-footer. Can't let a good shooter be that open. 8 for Lamb. And the lead swells to 14. Make a run at Liggins. They move it around to an open Doron Lamb.
Got it. Partner, that's not the extra pass. That's the right pass. Exactly where the blue water right now. If they lose, the flight attendant comes and says, "Excuse me, sir, you're off. Somebody else is on."
that they'll get involved here pretty soon in an 8-point game. Lamb pull-up jumper. Got it.
Maybe the best part of his game that we don't talk about.
Lamb on the dribble and the turnaround jumper, and he's hit a couple of big baskets in the last minute.
Boy, is he backing in hard. Then the kick out. Lamb, 3-ball. Got it.
Nice pass by Terrence Jones against Terrence Henry.
He's halfway there now with 7. And the crowd here at Tad Smith Coliseum responding. Lamb quiets them down with a gutty jumper. The layup too strong, and here comes Kentucky on the break.
Well, you've got to make layups.
Lamb makes that layup. Lead goes back. Lamb. Well, he is just so underrated, Mark.
Well, handed defensive rebounds and offensive rebounds, but doesn't take bad shots.
Lamb, the floater. Charge the call. Well, the officials have now counted that bucket by Doron Lamb.
94 feet. See if they can get a turnover. May lead to a quick basket.
There's the turnover. There's the quick basket. Did you ever coach this game? Knight. Lamb. Pull-up jumper. Nothing but net. Quick timeout. Kentucky, the lead trimmed to 5.
And that's a shot if you're Andy Kennedy. You need to go down. A wide open look in the 3.
Lamb wide open for 3. Drops it. 1 point
now with the one and done.
Jones. Lamb. And he knocks down a 3. So Knight and Lamb trying to bust the zone.
Well, I think they will.
And the rebound numbers now. Lamb, Jones, Lamb, Jones.
Great play. Just a terrific play by the 2 diaper dandies.
Hustle for another Kentucky loose ball. They get this one. And Lamb with a pull-up jumper. Beneath the basket. Way too many Tennessee turnovers. Lamb long ball. Got it.
Bruce Pearl's seen enough. Catch the ball that deep initially, then you're throwing a flat pass across the top, and that angle's not there. So that's very good recognition of Kentucky to throw it ahead and throw it below.
Doron Lamb got open again. Back-to-back threes. He's in his zone.
Post up. Good job by Fuller. Lamb in the chicken. Pretty. He's smooth, isn't he? He's very smooth. He's got 4. What I love about him is he can... And you. Nice cut. Miller. Yep. Lamb. This is over Taylor. He's smooth. That kid is smooth. Running away and...
The ball alive tonight. And Lamb for 3. Got it.
Brady shooting about 42% from the... They need to get somebody with a fire lit under their backside.
Doron Lamb drains it. He's got 5. Miller blocked it. Second block shot by Darius Miller in the first half. He finds Lamb against Beanot off the glass.
The other thing happening right now, Brad, Rick.
And a good job by Jones and Lamb to force a turnover. Landon Knight, the kick out. Doron Lamb, 3. Nine with another 3. He's got the eye. Kentucky coming the other way. Lamb got another 3.
On Ellington, 1 on Muldrow. Ellington limited to just 24 minutes in the first matchup. 8-0 start for Kentucky as Lamb hits the fly. Rebounds and the win over Wake Forest. 14-0 start for Kentucky. Worst case scenario for the Gamecocks.
Well, Darren Horn
of his last 19 from 3. Liggins finds Lamb in transition. 18-point. Carolina turning up the defensive pressure, leading to an 11-3 run by the Gamecocks. Long 2 for Doron Lamb, so out of the top. Actually shooting. Since then, he's gone 4 for 6. Doron Lamb, triple in the corner. The 11.
Fires on the fall-away 3. Knight quickly back the other way. Lamb, little runner, goes down. Dave, I think it's maybe the best part of
Man-to-man for Florida as well. Lamb against Walker. And that's one of the problems. Comes in for Kenny Boynton. Nice play inside. Doron Lamb, 13-0. John Calipari has never lost a game in this building. Lamb. That was over Macklin.
Lamb is noted as a three-point shooter. He shoots almost 50% from three-point. Florida back to the man-to-man.
Lamb for 3.
Boy, that is a great way to the zone.
Like that move. Lamb, let's see if they can shoot over. They do.
Provided they don't make threes. Yes, it's a very good move.
Brandon Knight's got 14. Lamb. Doron Lamb.
The rim on the road. That's the key to success. Lamb on a runner. He has played so well at home this year. Taylor with a bad bounce. Knight with a steal. Brandon Knight leaves it for Lamb. Because Kevin Stallings has already turned one timeout over. Midway point of the first half. Lamb on a runner. Got it. I think that's the best part of his game.
Against this young Kentucky team.
Terrence Jones back in. This is Lamb for a 3. The freshman nails it. And defended on the play. Lamb. Harrelson. Lamb. Good screen by Harrelson. Knocked down 2. That's a 3. And the Kentucky Wildcats have just kept
3, and now number 3 on the drive, and it blocked. Picked up underneath by Lamb. He's got his things for Kentucky. Around the Jones pick. Here's Lamb on the outside. Got it.
Well, it's such a gamble to zone Kentucky. They set good on-ball action up top. They force them to get in the NCAA dance.
Lamb will try triple. Got it. That'll quiet things or ignite things for the Kentucky fans, but Harrelson saved it. And now Lamb off the window, a chance for a three-point play.
Kentucky reverses the basketball to him, and again, because he's 6'4", and he has a high release. Did you see where that shot was released from, Brad? I mean, the elbow was almost extended straight at the top of his head.
Brandon Knight will run it up and kick it out to Lamb on the baseline for 3.
They really throw the ball ahead.
All the way back to the back line. Well, they turned it over anyway. Ole Miss did on the other end. Lamb inside and 1.
It's tough in there, isn't he? Yeah, again, that's the best part of his game. Attack. They're on Lamb. But he takes it in tough when he gets that ball up high on the release. That's a very difficult shot to.
Talking to him over there on the Kentucky bench. Here's Lamb from three-point land. Got it.
The shooting background here doesn't bother Doron Lamb. He is dialed in.
3. Harrelson kept it alive by just swatting it out there to Lamb. And Lamb knocks down the jumper.
Brad, best part of his game is the middle game out of Doron Lamb. He shoots.
Lamb inside with a finger roll.
Again, Brad, that's his A game. Ran him off of a tight curl. You see the little hesitation and the change of speed.
7 on the shot clock. Lamb's going to take another one. Get another one.
Brad, you cannot run a circle cut off of a screener any better than what Doron Lamb just did. He went 360 degrees around the screener. See Reggie Miller from the
Lamb. 10 straight points. He's got the eyes, got the threes.
And Chavez Davis playing for the steal. It's Lamb over Jermichael Green. It goes, and he's fouled.
Doron Lamb and Brandon Knight have gotten so much better at absorbing contact around the rim. He takes the contact, but what's the release point? As high as he can get it with long arms and kisses it
The top third stolen away. Liggins runs with Lamb. And Lamb will score.
Twice in a row now, Doron Lamb through traffic, through contact. The ankle's not bothering him. He looks good.
Miller. Lamb penetrates off the glass and scores.
The ankle's okay. They didn't cautious close out on Doron Lamb. They flew at him and he made him
short. Rebounded by Knight. Kentucky looking to run. Knight pushing tempo, gives it up. Lamb lays it in.
Boy, like a laser coming down the floor.
Lead to 3. We'll hit the halfway point of this first half. Lamb pull up top. He knocks it down. Doron Lamb. Kentucky with a chance to grab the lead. Lamb slicing to the rim. It's good. Doron Lamb. A 6. About the point guards that John Calipari has had in recent years with Derrick Rose and Tyreek Evans, John Wall. Lamb getting involved. He gets the bucket and the foul, so he comes for a three-point play when we come back. Mitchell called on the personal for West Virginia. Here's Knight. Stutter step. Finds Lamb. Bucket for 3.
Kevin Jones was out there.
As is customary, crafted about the 4-minute mark in for Lauderdale. And Kentucky kicking it outside.
Nice rotation.
Here's Lamb with a 3. Yes. Doron Lamb, freshman from Queens, New York.
They're just having some unfortunate bounces there. That's a shot he likes. He likes this one too.
That's Lamb.
Yeah, Lamb likes that transition 3, Jim.
Best set of 3 games going into the Elite 8 than anyone in the tournament. And that's a nice soft roll.
Good defense by Kentucky there.
Liggins goes cross court. From the corner, that's Lamb. Doron. Jones doubled up here. Knows there's an open man. Lamb, he's got 2 threes now. His father was the scorer. Bounces off the rim. Here comes Kentucky. They've got Lamb on their side in the game for the first time, and he scores.
And they've controlled the rebounding category here in the second half.
Lamb loads up for 3. He's got it. 3 threes. In the
quandary, this is the best offensive unit they can put out there.
Lamb for the lead. And Kentucky 10 down at halftime. Now up by 2. Lamb with another 3. He's done it again.
That's cash. It's ATM time if he's got his feet set.
Doron Lamb answers right back with 2 of his own.
He is.
So he didn't come over. When he did, it was too late.
Really nice recognition. There's Lamb with a steal. Teague underneath to Lamb. Oh, what a great play. Credit Chuck Martin for settling his squad down. Here's Lamb.
Good recognition that time.
Nice feed from Wiltshire. And Lamb got the layup. Drive by little Isaiah Morton.
Went to the left hand actually on that play.
That's the other thing that opponents are going to have to do against Kentucky, though.
Get Terrence Jones on the post. Merrick's a good job defending.
What a feed from Doron Lamb to Anthony Way. Oh, and Hall hits the floor hard. Miller with the finish. And they probably... Here's Jones. Nice decision. And there's Lamb. He put up the 3-eye on the other eye. Lamb again.
One battling prostate cancer, another Parkinson.
Lamb wide open. Got it.
You can shoot it. You can feel it's going to start to come up.
An exhibition game, obviously against overmatched competition. Morehouse College, but they won it 125 to 40. Lamb for 3.
Wow, they start making the threes. Lamb and Teague.
This went 13th and 14th in the draft last year. This is a different looking Kansas team. Lamb again. Another one.
He's a big-time scorer, big-time shooter. He's into that little... Oh, they're a different team, man. They came in. There's Mr. Lamb right now, coming off a nice screen. Squares his body, and it's nothing but nylon, baby. NBA.
T. Cross-court look, extra pass, Lamb wide open again.
That was just smart basketball. Really smart basketball. Reversing the ball, using the zigzag pass, and then swinging it to the shooter. He has to be very impressed with that execution right there.
And it has gotten 26-9 here in the second half. Great ball movement by the Cats.
Now watch him reverse it back. He's going to swing it right back. Tremendous reversal right there, Coach Schulman.
By this practices, there's a ton of communication going on. 5 men chatting up the defense, and the runner goes in. Doron Lamb, that's what he can do. Slashing in.
Well, Lamb is multi-talented, multi-dimensional. He'll play some point guard as everyone is a secondary defender. That time, Oliver did a nice job of getting way outside the arc.
Lamb with a steal. He'll go in ahead of the field and lay it in. And Kentucky up early. Season of basketball, doing it defensively.
Well, that's what you love about Kentucky. They have a lot of commitment to defense early because they understand if they get a three-quarter press back to man-to-man, overplay, a lot of pressure on the perimeter.
Lamb with a drive and a little scoop shot that goes in.
Called to score, Mike, when every shot is contested by a long 6'9" wingspan arm.
Lamb will try a 3 and he drills it. And Kentucky playing free and easy, leading 35-12. Short this time by Frazier.
Penn State getting frustrated too early in the shot clock there on that last possession.
And Lamb knocks over the coach. Chambers on the way back. As Kentucky passing at the free throw line too. That's 4 misses by Tim Frazier. Lamb slices in, banks it home. Made that play a couple of times already.
They did make a good move in hiring Pat Chambers.
He's the first head coach at Penn State in 28 years that didn't come from Bruce Parkhill's staff, going back almost 3 decades. So they've had that tradition at Penn State on the back.
Run the fast break. Right now he just is lacking in confidence in transition.
And Wilcher's got back-to-back assists, the big guy, and a nice bounce pass to Doron Lamb.
Now running the point with Darius Miller out front. 2 good solid guards to attack this zone.
Miller feeds Lamb, tries for 3. He's got it. Soft touch from long range. Doron 5 shot attempts.
He took 55. Yes, he had to ice his arm down like Justin Verlander does.
Doron Lamb able to connect from the corner, and I believe he's fouled.
So they're zoned to him, but this time they run him on the baseline. They ride the 4-around-1, and then, of course, the smart man on the floor.
Nice read that time by Anthony Davis. Looked high-low down to Terrence Jones, and Doron Lamb's defender was in the... We're seeing some of that here today.
Nice job by Wilcher in the passing lane. And there's a strong finish by Lamb.
But you know what Wilcher's done? He's played defense. Yep. Coming up with a steal, a good smart move, giving it up. Not comfortable handing the ball as well as a guard. And still continue.
Lamb thought about it and made a nice decision.
Good shot fake, pulls the defense and drives by. Simple play. As Marcus Teague pull the ball out, set it up. Nice read by Davis.
And Lamb gets it to go. First 3 of the night for the Cats. Here's another steal. And that's what Jones looked for the last time.
Yeah, good unselfish play by Doron Lamb. Jones will remember that, though. He'll get him.
Nice hustle by Doron Lamb. Davis got a hand on it.
Oh.
And Lamb draws the contact and gets it to go.
Immediately looking down the floor, you see Lamb comes up with the deflection. Can't quite possess the ball, but a good hand in by Davis. Teague with the pass ahead. Nice body control to absorb that contact and finish.
Got to make the extra pass so offensively.
Lamb with a floater.
He doesn't have a team.
Again, good ball movement against the zone. Lamb open from the wing for 3.
As a guy, if he gets on fire, it's all federal. It's all about potential.
These guys are fitting in, sharing the basketball well. Lamb knocks it down.
When he shoots it, you feel it's going to go down.
Did not have a big night against the likes of A&M in Arizona when we saw them at the Garden. Lamb almost behind the
one in chemistry in school.
Jones with another block. That is the 16th block tonight by Kentucky. And Lamb for three.
Let the party begin, my friends.
Pace. They've got more talent, as talented as they were last year. They went to the Final Four. They got more talent this year, right?
I don't think. He must be wired to us because that's exactly what he should be doing the entire game. Attacking the basket.
Lamb, he loves that little teardrop, doesn't he?
There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Lamb.
Bring the house down.
Hinson, who fouled out of that Elite Eight game last year, as they go backdoor with Lamb.
The shot and then come up with the rebound.
Lamb.
That's his shot. He loves that little half run.
It's long. It's Hinson who has it knocked out of his hands. And Lamb wants to challenge Marshall. And does so. Down to 2. With 10 on the shot clock. And down by 2. Lamb on the drive, lost it, still recovered, and takes it off the glass to tie it.
Lamb is dangerous if he's free.
He's free.
Real dagger and weapon. Kentucky is going to try to beat Carolina off the dribble.
Lamb hitting the big shots.
Turns it over.
I told you before the game, they'll be shocked if he plays Kid Gilchrist on Halls.
Doron Lamb, what an outside shooter he is for Kentucky, knocking down 3.
Last 4, 23 assists and 5 turnovers.
Shooting it worse, but distributing it, better. He hits Lamb, and Lamb knocks down the jumper. Big smile on his face as he does.
Big smile on Z's face as well. Last 2 possessions, 2 assists.
Wilcher's into the game for Kentucky. That's him with the ball. Some foul trouble for the Wildcats. Lamb slithers in and scores.
Playing Lamb with 2 to John going away. And they're always stronger in the second half. John really does a masterful job out with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. We saw in the Kansas game.
Lamb again.
You can score. See that stroke of genius by Calipari.
Out of sync offensively.
He's going to try to take him one-on-one. Nice backdoor cut, though.
And Lamb will lay it in. Lamb now with a game.
Lunch early. Try to get that bad taste out of their mouth coming off the Indiana loss.
On the line is Lamb as he got the jumper to go. Lamb. That's a pretty looking jumper just inside the three-point line.
Yeah, and that was all set up by Anthony Davis.
Obviously heavily in favor of the Wildcats.
Excellent defense by Kentucky. 20% shooting, Chattanooga.
Tough runner in the lane. Lamb gets it to go. And he'll have a chance to complete the three-point play.
Kentucky much more reversing from one side to the next. Lamb just that 1-foot takeoff runner. Very soft touch. Good ball moving. Quick out of the post. Reverse side from Teague to Doron Lamb.
Nice pass out of the double team. Here's Lamb.
I'd say the Wildcats talked about that at halftime, how to rotate out of that double team.
Some sort of injury to his left hand, even though unless they put black tape on it now, all the tape is off of that hand.
It's kind of interesting not to have tape as Lamb hits another runner. But
Cats in the midst of an 11-0 run and looking to extend that. Nice runner by Doron Lamb. Lamb now running the point. Gets it back. And when Doron Lamb is at the quote. Nice defense by Miller. Cats with numbers. You know, it's funny to me how you got
down to Vanderbilt. That's right. Out of Orlando, Florida.
Lake Highland Prep. And Lamb gets that 3 to go.
The ball. Without Jones, how does that change what they do?
Well, I think you saw in the first possession, they were trying to post Darius Miller, who's stronger than anybody that's going to guard him for Kentucky. And they get a couple steals. It's like sharks smelling blood. They just pick up the heat even more.
Nice kick out to Lamb for the open look. And a good decision that time
by Marcus Teague. About it, he is.
That 7-foot-plus wingspan obviously helps. Lamb with the floater. Gets it to go in a three-point play.
Well, Lamb came off a nice pin down, read the deep. Forgot Davis. You see here, Lamb reads it, and Kelly just pushes three.
Out to Teague, he calls the set. Nice dish to a wide open Lamb, and Lamb nails another three. That was butter. He's got. Lamb with the runner. Oh, that was sweet. Doron Lamb has it working.
6'11" transfer from UTEP, averaging 11.5 rebounds a game. Talking to SEC assistants, they're talking about him, not Ronaldo Sidney.
Wow. As Lamb knocks down another long-range jumper, he's got.
And he came back with 17 points against Chattanooga, 17 and 11 against North Carolina.
Boy, Lamb really has it firing.
Good. You have a shot, and certainly in both cases, in both programs, they are.
Miller with the kick out to Lamb for three. Another one falls down. You know, it's supposed to be the other way around. It was the Bulldogs coming into the night.
Anybody worked any harder at playing the game of basketball than he did.
Blocking foul counted for Doron Lamb.
Lamb the threat to shoot the three. You've got to go out and guard him, and when you do, he'll put it down on the floor and get to the rim.
Here's Teague.
No pressure on Teague out front. He can just simply set up and run the offense. Good handoff, and look at Davis.
Saw that coming a mile away. Great pass. Vargas is checked in for Kentucky. There's Lamb. Little scoop shot. That goes down. It's Miller back the other way. Lamb. Now back to Miller. He lines up a three. That's no good. Here's Lamb.
Go back once again, and you'll see Miller take the shot out there. It's a good shot for him. He can make that one. A better job.
And we could really play. Yeah. That was a good tight curl. Now Lamb on the other end. Center fast break. In all the games you and I have done together for Maui and every place else, batted back out for Davis. Here's Lamb open. On the money with the three, and it's the big board. It's so hard amongst all those trees to get a decent shot off. Lamb there to scoot in for two. Another well-run break for the Cats.
A penetrating pass is just as effective.
T gives it up. Lamb leaning jump shot. Sticks it, and the foul. Doron Lamb, 8 points in this first half, and he is lethal.
That's a good way to describe him. Smooth and lethal. Textbook.
7 minutes to play. Kid Gilchrist, kick out. Lamb, up top. It's Davis on the alley-oop.
For the rest of his teammates, you know he's going to be there.
Lamb off the inbounds. First block of the night goes to Michael Kidd Gilchrist. Here's the lob.
And again, doing the small things, just running the floor that time.
That was nice defense by Teague. And here's Miller. And Miller got kind of hung in no man's land. But Lamb.
Loose ball. You see just a little hesitation when he gets up there. Not sure whether to bank it, try to dunk it.
And we'll see now if Kentucky is able to do what they haven't been able to for much of the night, get it inside. No. Lamb takes the jumper, knocks down the two.
And he's one that can capitalize on that sagging defense because he can shoot the ball from
1-1 run over about the last 7 minutes. Make it 23-1. And this game is not
defense. Miller coming up with a loose ball and immediately throwing ahead, looking ahead. Doron Lamb really striding out there to get to the basket in one dribble.
Darius Miller kicks to an open Doron Lamb.
Yeah, and that's what Darius Miller brings to start falling down and really could spark this Gamecock team.
And correction, that was a long two. So Lamb down the baseline.
Yeah, again, just individual play. The basket off the glass. First by Marcus Teague, and then this one by Doron Lamb. No help side coming over.
Well, this is an 11-1 Auburn run, but Lamb snuffs it out.
He knocks down the three.
And that was a tough gap, trying to force two white shirts to guard one.
Sullivan threw it right to Doron Lamb. Lamb back the other way, hangs in the air, count it. Big time basket for Doron Lamb.
Transition of splitting the double team there, drawing the foul and having the strength to kiss it off the glass, get it in and get yourself to the free throw line.
Boy, Auburn, have they gone man at all tonight?
Early on they did in the first half, but not at all in the second.
Lamb, long three, right on cue, knocks it down. To go, and one of the reasons it's 5 is because Doron Lamb does what he does, and that is bury the three.
And that was a contested shot by Chris Denson, but Doron Lamb, arguably one of the best three-point shooters.
Biggest of the game. Here's Lamb, dumps it into Davis. Oh my!
Yeah, what can you say?
Look at the basket. I don't think there's been one so far.
Get a screen for Doron Lamb. No, that's the guy.
And he goes back to Davis.
Play call after timeouts. ATOs. Keep track of them. And toughness.
Again, a week ago, he turned 18. Doron Lamb, pull-up jumper. And that is his first. Another one. His second block shot. Lamb, his drive is good.
Back-to-back baskets by older guys for John Calipari. Cover you up defensively. It's not just him. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, terrific defender. Darius Miller, terrific defender.
Lamb coming off the three. This time gives a little bit. Nicholson.
Mike Anderson just looking for anything right now to get a little change of pace, goes to his zone. And again, it's so hard to zone Kentucky.
Lamb knocks down his second three on the shot clock and the game clock as we wind it down here.
Speaking of Sports Center, you're going to see some behind-the-scenes footage that we shot over.
He suffered it as a football player in high school, and it's been a recurring problem for him.
Great job by Kidd-Gilchrist there defensively.
Sets up Lamb for a three. Knocks it down.
I mentioned don't turn the ball over. And that's how we're going to play.
It was a Thursday night game. This is a Saturday noon tip. Lamb gets a good look at it, and it rims in. Doron Lamb.
Wait with the foul.
Jacobs. Rejected. Kidd-Gilchrist running back defensively, and Lamb takes it all the way.
One of the key things about defensively there by Kentucky, they go up and down the floor, and boom, they finish it off in transition. You could come down the floor, Kentucky, and miss that shot real easy, and then give up one down the other side. It hurts.
Lamb turns the corner, and he gets the roll. An explosion off the dribble from New York City native Doron. Game with Jones. Off the spin, Lacey the help. It leaves Lamb free. One dribble and a jumper. Yes. Long, easy bucket in transition for Kentucky.
And take a look at Lamb. Catches, very patient, little ball fake. Bang, knocks it back.
Brad, Georgia's flex cut action is how they get the ball around the rim.
Doron Lamb immediately quiets the Georgia faithful.
In the top 10 in terms of points per possession that they score and points per possession allowed. They get it done on both ends.
Doron Lamb knocks down his second three.
Follow, that's 3 misses right at the rim for LSU. Lamb in transition.
Again, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist leading that. You see the Kentucky transition. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist looking at the floor, going to go to the basket, then he sees Doron Lamb spotting up deep in the corner. He gets that three decreased. And as we saw earlier in the contest today, that little pull-up jump shot even on a drive. So really expanding his offensive game.
Lamb to Davis.
As well as that shot.
Doron Lamb. Well, tough to zone when Miller and Lamb are knocking down their threes.
Yep.
Now there's another LSU timeout.
And you see with that lineup with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist able to come out.
Lamb gets right past Bass.
No, that has to.
Who combined won 5 national championships. Chip Calhoun and Billy Donovan swooping in for 2, and a sweet move. There's Doron Lamb, the side. Wiltshire now to the ball game. Big fella, but he'll shoot it from three-point land. There's another tough shot on a terrific drive. December, signed with Tennessee on December 23rd. Didn't practice with them until January 9th. That one on the money by Lamb on the wing.
sweet-looking jump shots. 9 rebounds and matched his career high with 6 block shots. He got 1 out of 2 from the stripe. Lamb on a 3. And it blocked by Teague. Teague ahead of Terrence Jones. Lamb open for 3. Got it.
A timeout, huh? Probably right now. There, Darren Horn has to go to it early because he knows when Kentucky gets a turnover, they run to scoring spots. Look at that, up that ball up the sidelines, and there's Doron Lamb. Doron Lamb's one of his favorite spots. Is that
Terrence Jones double teamed. That leaves Lamb wide open for 3. Got it. His third 3 of the game, and he's in double figures.
Good, strong pass by
in the first half. Gill rejected by Davis. Block number 6. Here comes Lamb the other way. And 1.
5, he's probably the 4th or 5th guy in terms of bench press strength, but he's wiry, strong in traffic. I've seen him make those plays times.
Maybe could get a rebound, the triple-double. But at this point, with the way this game's gone, there's no...
Which is what John Calipari wanted to see heading into that ball game Tuesday night against Florida. He wants his guys to stay on that edge, man, of playing tough, playing smart.
I think it's really a confidence factor.
Lamb, that was a tough catch. He's still going to take the jumper on the wing and got it.
He can score, man. You said it earlier, Brad. You can count it. He can flat out shoot the rock.
And missed again.
Tell you one thing, great hustle right there. Really was a good shot. Pulled up, took the little jumper.
Lamb, and he goes to the rack.
Lamb, great drive to the basket. Good speed, good first step. You talk certainly about Wall and Cousins. Talk about Durant and Augustine.
You know, you got 2 looks.
This kid has really turned the corner as a point guard.
8 on the shot clock as Lamb fires a 3.
And we give him that 3 as well.
Right now, Florida's down that 9 I talked about. But will Kentucky add to it before the buzzer? Lamb got it.
He can score.
And now it's statistics in to his advantage. And tonight he's got a 17-point lead with 11 and a half to go, and it might get bigger after that goes in.
Wow. I don't think the guys keep clawing and fighting.
Wiltshire hook shot.
Wow. A little bit like Clyde Lavelle. You don't remember him in Kansas years ago.
Lamb for 3.
Oh, he can shoot it. He can shoot it. Real threat on the perimeter to make that 3.
And there he is on the inside, laying it in, and he'll have a chance for an old-fashioned 3-point play.
He's a scorer. He just has a scorer's mentality. Puts right there as the 2 best to have the 7 best players in America.
In terms of talent?
Talent, 1 is 7. But they're going to blow a tournament big. Oh, look at this.
Lamb inside.
Great cut without the ball by Lamb. So they don't get rattled. They play with a lot of patience. You're talking about a young bunch of kids.
Lamb to Jones.
What great execution. That's what I'm talking about. Excellent. Forget about it. He has not lost a game. Calipari at home.
Nice backdoor cut. Beautiful feed from Teague to Lamb.
Anybody that thinks that
because of Davis, Ezeli's much stronger, and he's going right at Davis, not letting him extend his arms too much. Lamb with a floater.
Tell you one thing, Lamb and Teague are quite a tandem in the press can be out in a pressure situation.
Lamb for 3.
He's a big shooter, man. He's a big shooter.
3:20 to go. Lamb for the lead. Doron Lamb gives Kentucky a 1-point lead.
Ashley loves it. Great look. Good nerve.
The putback by Jones, no good. Saved again by Kid Gilchrist. Lamb for 3. You bet. Timeout.
Kentucky try to run some slips to the basket off those ball screens today to get layups.
Lamb, that's what he does best.
To South Carolina to be near family and decided last summer he wanted to come back to Ole Miss.
Lamb. Left it short. Lamb.
There it is.
Lobs it up. Oh, my.
Murphy, I'll show you how to run 2-on-1. Lobbed it beautifully, a la Anthony Davis type.
Boy, Lamb, when he gets hot from the outside.
Lamb and Miller, the best outside shooters out there for Kentucky right now. Lamb's going to try to take it off the glass and does.
And Brad, that all started with D. Boss.
But Davis with a steal on the other end.
You have to read where Anthony Davis is. You cannot make that pass against AD.
3 goes for Doron Lamb.
Keep an eye on Lamb. Jones.
So double points, scoring 7 of the last 8.
Lamb's been quiet. Running one-hander, Doron Lamb. Davis. Jenkins now with 9 points on 3 of 11 from the field. Lamb, clean look. Book it. A 3. Doron Lamb shooting it at T. Gets it in for Lamb. Baseline pull-up. Count it.
Lamb, as you touched on, I am known for his
kick out. Jones doesn't take the 3. Now it's Lamb turning the corner. And the runner goes. Doron.
Kentucky down by playing zone. We saw the Wildcats playing at Vanderbilt, and the Commodores were very effective playing zone against them in the second half, stepping inside the three-point arc and knocking one down as Lamb. Well, Reese Davis and Hubert Davis on the call. Jay Billis on Twitter. You can ask Billis. They asked Doron Lamb to make a 3, and he does.
That's the guy you don't want to leave open. He's one of the better guards in the country, and he's so good.
No question about that, Jay. He looked like a different team as Doron Lamb fires from the corner, and they just keep raining in threes. And the Wildcats have rolled double nickel. 2 seeds, obviously, the game that we're going to see in Durham on Saturday night will carry some weight as Lamb tries it again, hits it again. Wildcats are up by 30. Lamb's hit 3.
Doron Lamb from downtown. Had a terrific game against Florida.
He played for Bob Hurley at St. Anthony's.
Well, they get it down in a hurry off the pressure, and again it's Terrence Jones.
Man defense at one end, and that leads to the transition hoop at the other. Florida staying with that man-to-man.
Whoa! Lamb, who was in trouble, flinging.
Underneath, no foul call. He's looking for one. Here come the Cats, 3 on 2. Kid Gilchrist, Lamb on the other side. And timeout LSU.
So good at running off of their defense. They fill the lanes. That's the right pass by Teague to start with to see what are you going to do defensively. You're going to go to the right side. With
They didn't call it. He missed a 3. Terrence Jones out of the pile with it. Lamb, 3. Got it. You don't want to get him.
I love the patience of Marcus Teague to find Doron Lamb and let Lamb step into his shot. Had he rushed the pass, Doron Lamb would have been out the half. Kentucky's got a chance to get 2 for 1.
Lamb got it.
That's what's going to happen. Kentucky now going to get this ball back in the half. And you're trying to take down the nation's best team. All those small plays you have to be on top of. First half, late clock. Teague has the ball. They're stuck.
Lamb's got to hurry. Up off the window. Right before the shot clock expired, Doron Lamb hits his first field goal of the second half.
A violent cut by Doron Lamb.
I guess.
In late clock was 7 up for Florida.
I loved what you said about sometimes you got to take a chance against a team this good. Be willing to lose by 30. Hurry. Wilbekin will try a triple. He hit 2 yesterday. Trying to get his own rebound. There comes free to Doron Lamb. Lamb beats Young to the rack.
That was a great play by Doron Lamb. Not good.
Wow.
If it's not, there's a problem.
Doron Lamb says no problem. I got it. 6 for Lamb. See how his dribbling is with the right hand. Apparently all right. Doron Lamb 3. Got it.
Again, Brad, that's all set up so well, not only by Marcus Teague, but Florida took 11 3-point shots in that first half, Brad. The concern for Kentucky, 8 of them were open, clean looks. They must tighten it up.
Doron Lamb got an open, clean look.
Making Kentucky play ball. That's what Florida is wanting to do, and Kentucky's doing it right now.
Wilbekin turned it over. Lamb for the lead.
It has been a speed game the entire ball game, and Kentucky has made the adjustment within the game. They had to play a strength and a physical kick sand in somebody's face game yesterday. And Brad, you've heard me say it all season long.
Here's it down ahead to Key. Miller on the flank. And now Lamb. Long ball. Got it. I run a safe set right now. If you're momentarily thought he had numbers, but it ended up being 3-on-3. And now it's a steal by Miller ahead. Doron Lamb. Costly turnover.
And his handle's not good enough to try to cross over Darius Miller when Miller is squared up with his chin in your chest and his rear end to the rim. Miller.
That one rejected. Guess who? The great negator from the corner. Valuing the ball, don't you think? Yes. Quick catch and release. Doron Lamb. That's inside the arc. Wow. But just magnificent. It's sort of the drift to the corner. So smart. I got my arrows messed up, but nevertheless, the result effective is just a nice little. They do a great job. Dribble exchange or curl. Quick jack. Always. And a run out. Lamb. It's amazing how bad shots start fast breaks. John called it, they didn't call timeout, but the TV timeout, yeah, the first one, they just stepped their defense up. But look at this blow by now. Quick timeout. Nobody stepped up. The ability to put it on the deck for whatever you might need. They take advantage of miscues on your part. You bear the backcourt. They can hang tough and finish with the best of them. And then the blow by. Take it to the 10. On that inbound. 11-point Wildcat lead, make it 13. Darius Miller's got it. Davis is down. Man in the corner. That's good. Doron Lamb. They can blow you out. The other end. Oh, man. He never stops. That's 4 blocks. And at the other end, the payoff. Can you get a block and an assist at the same time? I mean, what a delight these two games have been, huh? The first one was sensational. This one off to a really good start. Lamb from the corner! That was a mistake. You don't leave him alone. The mouth gets the message across and not afraid, no matter how good you are, they'll let you know. Lamb from the corner. Big ball. Big shot after the timeout. Verbally committed to Kentucky when he decided to leave Minnesota, or they decided to let him go. Here's the jumper. Another one. How about this team? Wow. And he elected not to fly down here. He also had learned that he and his girlfriend were about to become parents of a son. There's another one. It's a torrent of baskets. It's profound. 3, Lamb. Every open shot they seem to have made, huh?
Lamb inside off the pass from Davis.
You want to get him back.
Davis blocks the Watford shot. Over to Lamb with the 3. He's got it.
Work between the lines.
There's Lamb. You can't leave him open. Nope.
He's got 2 fouls. Go right at him.
Lamb goes right past Zeller, who didn't want to risk a third. New Orleans, you'll see it on CBS.
Billy the Kid was spraying threes, and Rick Pitino, the first coach that really fully...
Law Jack Harbaugh, legendary college football coach in his time. And here's Lamb inside. And Kentucky resets. Scrappy play here, and Lamb delivers the goods from the corner.
Acey took a spill as he went to challenge that shot.
And Lamb hits the jump shot. Around, but there was no 2 in place for Baylor to have to go through. Pass, Lamb, now got 9.5. That comes from Miller. His Kentucky team set a record, all-time record, most blocks by a team in a season.
in college history. Lamb with the baseliner in Kentucky. 3 for 3 to open the game. And Davis pulls it down with 2 hands. Up ahead to Lamb driving it. He lays it in, and that's 8 unanswered by Kentucky. And Pitino says, I've seen enough. Timeout Cardinals. 8-2 Kentucky.
Mistakes by the ball handler. Exactly. They want to take your lunch right from you.
Back to Lamb. Jang commits the foul. The basket counts. And another timeout in the first half here.
He's going to feel the most pressure. Let's see if Kentucky can be poised and stay in their game.
Had to get the shot away, and the shot is good by Lamb. And it's Taylor. Blocked. That time it's Davis. And Kentucky again. All the way down with Lamb for 2 more.
Usually teams are prepared to go a hard 4.5 minutes without a break.
Lamb hits the 2-point shot.
His defender and 2 screeners and just left it short, but you've got to knock down some perimeter shots if you're Kansas.
Well, there's a perimeter shot by Lamb, and Kansas now is down by the biggest margin it's faced the whole tournament. The senior from the Dominican Republic.
Lamb leads them now with 12 on the night.
And Varg.
Lamb from the corner, that's a 3.
The Wildcats really content to just play in the half court. Almost as if they want to prove they can get it done that way. And when you got a guy stroking it like Lamb, he can make it happen for you.
He's hit 3 out of 4 for the night from behind the arc. Scores 6 points in 38 seconds.